Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. If you're new to my channel, please don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. In this episode, I'll be reviewing Love Island, Season 8, Episode 2. Um, in this episode, I'll review as I normally do my reviews as I'll review them as couples, and then at the end I'll give whatever sort of summary in regards to everybody else. So to start with, Liam and Gemma. Liam and Gemma, for me, I didn't really there is this awkwardness about them. They don't seem to sort of click. I think Gemma, the minute she saw David, she changed focus and sort of blocked out, in my opinion, Liam and didn't give him a chance for anything else because I think she was attracted to Davide. Her focus is on winning Davide, the challenge for Davide to make sure that he picks her instead of anybody else. Um, I don't know. We'll see how it goes. And then next is and Demi's matched with Amber. Demi and Amber for me are a bit strange. I like the fact that in the following morning, Amber did own up and say that she thinks she judged him harshly initially when they were coupled up. Because I don't think it's fair to judge someone on appearances, as I said in my previous review. Um, I think it's just because they're on a dating show where it's mainly focused on who's got a connection, who's sexy, who's this, who's this. I think this is why people sort of focus on those things and go after the popularity contest instead of actually trying to form lasting connections with someone. They seemed comfortable. He seems to be trying to accommodate whatever she wants, and I think his goal was just to make sure that at the end of the day she didn't dump him. I think that's just me. They I think I liked Amber today better in episode 2 than I did in episode 1 because in episode 1 she seemed very standoffish, whereas here she was more accommodating. And then we go on to India and Ikena. India and Ikena for me, I think Iken is playing the bad boy card, and even in this episode, he's sort of trying to. You could see when they woke up in the morning, India was offended by the fact that Iken, as soon as the lights went on, he jumped out of his bed and jumped onto Davide's bed, and she was like, "Oh, was I that bad?" And I don't think he caught that, and it's really sad because as I said from yesterday, I think they could have been a couple that had a lasting connection. But if he's not careful, he might end up losing India. And I don't know whether he'll be able to form a better connection with anybody else. He just seems to be trying to get along to get along. I didn't see him sort of try to sit down with any of the other ladies or try and form bonds with anybody else unless it's been edited out. So I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Um, Tash and Andrew, it seems they're the couple of the physical attraction in the sense that um when they woke up, everybody said, they had been cuddling. They had noticed them cuddling overnight. Um, I don't know because I think I saw Paige try and sort of have a conversation with Luca, and so I don't understand whether she's just trying to put feelers out to see if she can form as many connections as possible with everybody. That way, come, if they have to have an elimination, then she doesn't get eliminated. But we'll see. And then finally, Gemma and Liam, I've already discussed them. She has moved on from him, in my opinion. Paige and Luca, Paige and Luca for me, I think Paige is also in the same boat as uh, so I'm just trying to remember all their names. They're still new to me. As Gemma, in the sense that they're all trying to win Davide's attention, and what they lose sight of is the fact that because they're all chasing after Davide, when Davide chooses somebody, you've already turned off your partner because you've shown them that you're not interested in them. Whereas you should have tried to. This is why I said in the previous review that I think they should have allowed the islanders at least 24 hours to get to know one another before they introduced anybody else. But then that's just me. Um, and then they played this game where, the check-in game, and I found it a bit strange. Really, I found it a bit strange, and it's really a bit uncomfortable. And I don't want to say that it's a bit discriminatory, but I think um, you could tell that some of the participants were not comfortable. not comfortable is in sense as in the sense that they didn't want to participate, but the fact that they were not comfortable sort of approaching somebody else. And so for me, I found it strange because I know Amber was comfortable in sort of making out when she had to make out with somebody, with one of the other guys. I think it was Luca. But India had to make out with Dami, and she seemed happy with that. I think she would have been uncomfortable had she had to pick up any of the other guys. Um, and so I didn't quite understand the rationale behind that game. That's just me because I didn't see the winner of that game, or I didn't see what the end result was. Um, and you could see that people are starting to divide into sort of factions in the sense that people are try and form connections with other people. I think, as I've said, this is my first time watching this show. I don't know whether this is sort of to guarantee themselves security in the sense that if their partner dumps them, there's somebody else who's most likely to pick them up. I don't know. I could be wrong. Um, and then with Davide for me came across a bit of putting in the sense that the way he was really chasing after girls and the way he was talking to them and the way he was parading himself around the guys, if it were a game whereby people would have to vote someone out, they would have voted him out because he wasn't very sort of empathetic with it, or he wasn't very rational. He seemed sort of pompous with it. That is just my opinion. And so I wasn't surprised when he chose Gemma because Gemma has been going after Liam, has been going after Davide since he came in. And Liam already knew that he had lost, and there was a high possibility that he was going to lose her. So I wasn't surprised when he chose Gemma. I think I would have been surprised if he'd chosen India or Amber, because I never saw a clip of him sit down with either one of them. And I don't know whether it's because it's been edited out and just the other three were the ones, Paige, Tash, and Gemma were the ones that were he was more focused on, or whether it was a decision of the editing not to show the other two girls. I don't know. I still find this show strange. I'm still trying to wrap my head around it. I'm still trying to sort of understand the concept of people coming in and people leaving and how they get eliminated and what goes on and what goes on. I know we were introduced to two ladies at the end. And so we'll see how it goes with the new ladies. Apparently, two of the guys are going to take these ladies. I hope Liam is one of the guys that gets to take one of these ladies because I don't think he's that bad a guy. I think he's just someone who's unfortunate that the person he was matched with has a type, and the type is the one that's walked through the door, and she's gone after him and secured a place with him. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. I will try and put up review 3 and 4 either today or tomorrow. Thanks, guys, for watching. Please don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. If somebody can tell me about the concept of this show, please let me know because I have no idea. I'm just going by what I see. I have no idea what normally happens in this show, unlike previous shows that I've watched. So please help me with information. Anyway, I digress. Thanks, guys, for watching. Till next time. Bye.